Curtis Marsh here from Salt Lake Community College, and this is the fourth game in the 2A classification between the Duchesne Eagles and the Patriots of American Heritage. And what a tournament it has been. It's been a lot of fun, Curtis, and these two teams should be very excited playing for fourth. Sometimes this game can be a little anticlimactic, but these two teams have a lot to play for, as they both have had great seasons and beaten some very good teams.
Yeah, I agree 100%, and I look out there, I don't see anybody that doesn't have a bounce in their step. And take third, and what a great building block to come into next year on. And so, and first time these teams have ever played. I would have thought maybe up north where American Heritage, plays Rockwell and a lot of these teams, they've never played.
Right.
So they're playing 3 games against 3 teams they've never played.
That's right. And they played very, very well. If we take a look at the path these two teams have taken, Duchesne beat Rowland Hall 76-55. They defeated Millard in a great game, 59-56, as they knock off the 2 seed. And then they do lose to Kanab 48-41. That's the number 3 seed. And so they had kind of a gauntlets run, and they were really close to pulling that off. So a really great job done by the Duchesne Eagles. On the flip side, American Heritage began with a big win against South Sevier. I mean, they beat Rockwell pretty easily, but that win against South Sevier was huge, and it was a handy victory, 15 points, 64-49. They did run into Parowan, who was just simply playing superior basketball.
Too much last night, but both kind of dragon slayers, right?
Yeah.
Coming in here and knocking off the top seed.
No, doing great. We're ready for tip-off of this afternoon's fourth game among the boys. And we just finished the girls' classification. Third place goes to North Summit. The North Summit Braves defeat Draper APA.
In doubt all the way down the fourth quarter. Back and forth they went. And
what was interesting, because that first half was a little bit slow, and then towards the end of the first half it started to pick up in the second half, was a back and forth wild affair.
Lights out.
It was great.
Draper APA led most of it. And North Summit came back and won it at the end.
They certainly did. Let's take a little look at these two teams. For American Heritage, they come in as the number 5 seed in the RPI. And against the final 8, they are now, they won against South Sevier and lost to Parowan. So they are 1-2 against the final 8 participants in this tournament. For the Duchesne Eagles, Duchesne was 0-5, and now they end up 1-6 against the top 8. So I think they've overachieved in this. If you look at the record, they've gone on a roll towards the end of the season and have done very well. We welcome all of those who are watching on KSL.com, as well as all of those on TeamHive.live. Big thanks to those sponsors and organizations who make it possible to bring this championship basketball to you. Now let's start with the starting lineups first. We'll give it to Curtis Marsh for the starters for the Duchesne Eagles. Sorry about that. There you go.
And they will start tonight, number 2, and that's Hunter Gardner. Along with him, number 10, that's Cade Gines. Number 15, Parker Crum, one of the elite players in the classification.
Very good.
Number 20, Jep Young. 34, Dallin Porter. And we talk about Parker Crum, over 700 points in his career, and what a great score.
And now for the starting lineup for the Patriots of American Heritage, you've got number 1, Nephi Winitana, a junior guard, averaging 10 points a game. Averaging 9.5 points a game is number 12, Weston Larson. Let's make sure Weston's starting, though. And he is starting, just making sure. Azra Waihe, number 14, a senior guard, averages 5.6 points per game. Ricky Patterson, 24 is his number. He's been sensational in the tournament. He averages 8.6, but in the tournament, he's in the 20s, and he is a senior.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be all tournament. And Weston Larson ranks 5th in three-point shooting in the state with 50 made.
And then the last starter is Jeremiah Alone, number 22, averaging 2.6 points per game.
Had a chance to meet some of these young men from American Heritage. Been very impressed with the poise and, just some really fine young men. And sure the same with the Duchesne Eagles. Just didn't get the chance to meet some of them. But tip-off time, right?
Yeah, but it is. The American Heritage Patriots, coached by Pauda Winitana. So it'll be Patterson and number 20, Young, tipping it off in the middle. It's up, one by Patterson. He'll get it over, though. It does go to American Heritage. And with the ball will be Waihe. He's covered tightly by Gines on the left side to Winitana. Winitana hands off. Man-to-man defense for the Duchesne Eagles. Right side, here's Winitana. Looking inside for Patterson. Does have him on the low baseline. Gets around Young. He's got the right hand. Steps back, and no good, though. Bothered, and rebound will... They'll say it hit the line, so it does go back to the Duchesne Eagles.
Yep. Pretty good effort that time to save it, but stepped on the line. And pretty good defense that time, collapsing Duchesne.
Just had a stop by Coach Baldwin of Draper APA. There's a shot from the outside. Shot is up and in. You said he's one of the elite players. He makes you a visionary.
That's 51 right on the career. And
there you go.
Elite company for Weston Larson.
Duchesne strikes first on the right side. Here's Waihe. Shot no good. Rebound to Duchesne. Shot is up. No good. Rebound to the Patriots. That's Patterson.
Patterson just controlling the boards, right? Kind of a quiet 20 for him last night. He had to work for everything with Felder.
Yep. Near still for Dallin Porter, the junior guard, the junior forward.
I saw Dallin early this year, and kind of a lanky kid, but really just a kid that just puts out a lot of effort and kind of a workhorse kind of kid for Duchesne. And
yep. Inbounds pass knocked out of bounds by Gines. Stays with American Heritage. Just a reminder, we've got championship games coming up next. The Beaver Beavers and the Kanab Cowboys, and the Kanab Cowboys and the Parowan Rams. So Kanab with a double feature this evening. Here's Patterson, left side for three. Hits up and in.
He can do it all. We've seen him in transition. We've seen him by the basket. Now he steps out and hits the three.
So what we see in this game, Curtis, is two players who have elevated their game. And now that's not to overshadow anyone else, including Parker Crum, who's taking this shot right now without any success, but an offensive rebound for Duchesne. But you've got Young and Patterson both averaging about 10 points a game, but in the tournament have been sensational.
Yep. And that's what elite players do at big moments. They come up big.
There's a shot up and in. That's for number 34, Dallin Porter.
And Dallin, that head fake froze the defender and bought him some space to go up and hit that shot.
Here's Patterson on the right side. Hand off to Winitana. Bothered by Gardner. And here's a turnover.
Porter able to pick up the pass, tip it. You know, these guards, the two tandems for Duchesne, I kind of think of them as pit bulls. Not big, but boy, they just attack you defensively.
They're good. Gardner inside. This is to Porter. Porter fake. Shot up, no good. Rebound Patterson. Good defense.
Great defense and come up short in the shot.
Quickly back come the Eagles. The Patriots.
Yeah, they're closing out on those threes real good, making it tough to get that early transition three-point shot.
Patterson facilitating up top, over to Waihe, over to Larson. Larson, quick three-pointer from the college three-point line. He knocks that down.
Boy, would you say smooth? And rhythm's so important when you shoot that three, and boy, he's got it. 52 on the year.
So 2 threes for American Heritage. They had a tough shooting day yesterday against Kanab. Against Parowan. Shot by Porter up on the baseline. That one's good again. That's 4 points for Dallin Porter.
Kind of forcing him to play him out a little bit. And,
already the second lead change of the game. Right side, here's Waihe. Down to Patterson. Patterson works, stops, gets Young in the air. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. Those two are going to go to the ground. It'll be a jump ball.
Yeah, you tell me playing for third doesn't mean anything, right?
Oh, it means something, doesn't it?
Yeah, we saw it right there.
The officials talk to the players, say, hey, calm things down. And I'm saying don't calm things down. I love the intensity.
We do. And it's going to get better and better as this night progresses. I tell you, the two matchups coming up, they're going to be epic, right?
Yeah, Region 19 finals on both sides.
Ooh.
And there's a turnover on the Duchesne Eagles. First one of the game for Duchesne.
Yeah, and Waihe just kind of forced that, I think. And
4:24 left in the first. 7 for Duchesne, 6 for American Heritage.
Well, and yesterday, American Heritage only had 3.
Yeah, they've already got 2.
With 6 points, but they just couldn't get on the board.
Right.
And now
Larson
chance for 9.
fires, and that one long. No good. Rebound to Duchesne's Giants.
Yeah.
Giants across to Crum on this right side. Crum covered by Alone. Left side to Gardner. Gardner looks inside for Porter. Can't find him. Gets back to Young. Back to Gardner. He'll drive. Right side. There's a shot by Giants. And the shot's up softly. Nicely up and in.
Great ball movement that time. Worked that perimeter, and they're going to, I think American Heritage is going to take a timeout and think about it.
We'll take it as well on KSL Sports and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Welcome back on KSL Sports, TeamHive.live. It's 10 for Duchesne, 6 for the Patriots of American Heritage, and we appreciate all those who make it possible. And welcome all the viewers watching 2A basketball.
Team Hive and KSL, and you know
what a great combo.
You look at this school, pretty new. First game for American Heritage, 2018 against South Summit High School, and the first meeting today against Duchesne. Hopefully, many to come.
Here you go, cross-court pass to Alona. He goes up high to get it back to
Waihi.
Waihi. Shot no good. Rebound going to be taken by Waihi. So an offensive rebound. Winitana on the corner. He'll lose the ball. Turnover on American Heritage. Back comes Duchesne.
I'd like to see Nephi just get into the offense right now. Such a talented athlete. And
from back, gets it to Gardner. Gardner back up to Giants. Way outside.
Yeah, he hit that shot.
A lot of respect there from Alone.
Yeah, he hit that shot last time.
It's actually Waihi.
Waihi said, not this time.
Absolutely. Gardner back to Crum. Always looking for a shot. Duchesne always ready on the quick one. Here's Young in pressure, and he just puts it in.
That was tough.
That's been all tournament long.
He got the double team where Larson came down on him but released and allowed him to hit that shot.
Yeah. It's a 7-0 run by the Duchesne Eagles. And out of bounds, last touch by Duchesne. Dallin Porter with the touch.
Subs coming in, and we're going to see some guys early that we have not seen.
We didn't see this at all the other day. Yeah. So we've got number 2 coming in, which is Stephen Lepre. Number 3, Jaden Adams.
And 4?
Nope, it's not 3, actually. It's 4.
Is that Buer, 5? Who's that?
Buer's 2, 5.
Yeah.
No.
And Lepre, actually, they're a 6-man leading scorer for the Patriots. And also a sub-in for Tabiona.
There's Patterson shot no good. Rebound to Giants. Shot in the middle by Young, no good. Rebound to Patterson. These teams are knotted with 5. Lepre with an ankle breaker takes it right to the rim.
He knows what to do with it, and so Coulter Giles in for Duchesne.
Capono is number 4. Lyman.
Man, that's a great name, isn't it?
Yeah, Lyman Capono.
Capono. That'd be a great name to have, right?
Here we go on the baseline. Shot is up and in. Real quick contribution by Coulter Giles.
What a shot. You come off the bench, and the junior knows what to do with it.
Just run the side. No good. Offensive rebound for American Heritage. Back in the corner, driving right to the rim. Shot no good. Offensive rebound again. Patterson puts it back up and in.
Boy, he's just been dominant, hasn't he? Both ends of the court.
Yep. Lead cut to 4, 14-10. Lots of substitutions coming in that we haven't seen in previous games. On the right side, here's Crum. Straight away, there's Porter. Porter steps back. Giants outside the college three-point line. Doesn't matter. He knocks it down.
What a big shot. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a Duchesne team without a Giants. I think they'd give them a technical if they didn't have one on their roster, right?
And on the Buer with a shot, no good. Excuse me, that's Lart Lupre.
Yeah. Shot
is out, no good. And go off of American Heritage.
And let's credit John Bushman, number 5, for the Patriots on that last rebound.
Yep.
John Bushman,
so now
Jr.
Oliver Buer comes in now.
Yeah.
And he will replace, I think, Patterson. Also, Alone will check out. And you'll have to see who's replaced who here. Bushman. Shot is up and in for Giants. He has a quick 8 points in this first quarter, moving the lead back up to 9.
Boy,
biggest
a runner,
of the game.
too. Able to deaden it. And
Yep.
I think Coach Pote has seen enough right now. Wants to talk.
Yep, we're going to keep it here. Just a reminder, L&L Motor in Roosevelt and Vernal has 7 new franchise brands to choose from: Ford, Ram, GMC, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, and Buick. L&L Motor, people you know, people you trust. Big thanks to L&L Motor for sponsoring this broadcast. And just other mention of other sponsors: L&L Motor, Freedom Realty, Jones Paint and Glass, Uinta Basin Healthcare, Al's Food Town, Larson Haslam Dental in Roosevelt, Kings Peak Credit Union, Beach and Soda Shack, DNA McRae Transportation, Moon Lake Electric, Northeastern Counseling, and Strata Networks. Big thanks to all of those who make this possible to bring you these games. And for the Duchesne Eagles, we had a spill on the floor. Looks like a lot of candy, though, so that's...
Well, you know, you might as well be happy, right?
American Heritage, rather. They're just sweeping it aside.
I played on a team one time where the kids played cards. If you know you're not going to get in, why not play a little poker, right?
There you go. On the bench?
Of course, that would have been me playing poker, you know?
Yeah, that's true. So the officials get set to go. 30 seconds left in this first quarter play. It's Duchesne 19-10 over American Heritage. American Heritage with the ball. With its number 4, Capono. On the right side, Bushman in the corner to Lepre. Lepre with it. Shot clock and the game clock about a second apart. And here goes Capono underneath. Spin shot, no good. Knocked down. Offensive rebound for number 11, Mena.
I think they might have a typo. Is it possible that number 4 is Lamone?
It could be.
We'll clarify that.
And they're going to call a blocking foul on... No, they're going to call an offensive foul. And they're going to wipe away the bucket. And so Bushman picks up foul number 1. And it'll be a turnover on Duchesne.
Ooh, what a pass. Baseball pass
Excuse
down.
me, on American Heritage.
Yeah. And we apologize. Sometimes they give us some rosters that are kind of outdated. But it looks like number 4 is Lamone.
Lamone?
Senior, yeah. Lamone, yeah. And they just called him that.
Great.
So we hate to make Mrs. Lamone, his mom, mad. But
we do not want that.
What an athletic play. And he went up, tried to get he thinks he got all ball, and a lot of his teammates do, but unfortunately the official disagreed. But what an athletic play.
Yeah. Shot is up and in. How about Cade Gines, the junior, already with 9 points?
Well, he's the pit. You know, it's his buddy over there that's the bull. But
shot is up and good as well. He'll have another free throw coming as he shoots 3. Now, he's already at his season average. He averages 10.1 points per game, and he's got 10. So he could accomplish that in the first quarter play.
Yeah, just a great start for the junior, and he'll be back.
Yes, he will. Shot is up and no good.
A little long.
So rebound, no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter play. It's all Duchesne in this one so far. 21-10 on KSL Sports and TeamHive.live.
It's not about the miles you take when you're driving, but the milestones you see when you get to where you're going. When you graduate high school, buy your first car, get married, start a family, find your first home, and grow old together. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
At Al's Food Town in Duchesne, we believe in shopping smart and shopping local. With a wide selection and competitive pricing, we can give you a reason to stop in and shop. From home essentials and gifts to local meat and baked goods, we have you covered with everything you'll ever need. Al's Food Town, proudly serving the people of Duchesne and surrounding areas since 1998.
Welcome back. Scott Langford, Curtis Marsh here as we start second quarter action. 21-10. It's Duchesne with the lead. And it's interesting, only 3 free throws in that first quarter play, all by Duchesne. They're 2 out of 3 from the line.
And I'm sure what Pota Winatana, great heritage in DNA and basketball and a lot of experience. His concern is 21 and a quarter is just way too much in a quarter. Well,
it is. And defensively, the athleticism of this American Heritage team is enormous, so they can do it.
Yeah.
And we'll see if there's a little bit of more locking down on the defensive side. Here we go. Second quarter action. American Heritage with the ball. Straight away, Larson. Shot is up and good for 3.
So I look at that, and you were kind of right, Scott. It is Capona Limon.
Yeah.
So it's a cool name. But right now they get a basket coming out of the timeout, which is good. And now they cut that lead to 8. And now you got to start to get stops right now. Make it tough.
With the ball is Duchesne, down by 8. Up by 8. Shot is up in the corner, no good. Down by Crum, and rebound to Winatana.
Some say that's a tough shot, but for Crum, he can hit that shot.
He can. Here's Patterson backing down on Young. Shot is up and just sticks it in right up and over.
And if he
Jeb
gets
Young.
that position on that block down that low in the circle,
yep,
he's going to be an 85% shooter.
Yeah.
Got to try to push him off that block.
8 points for Patterson. He's got almost half, a little bit more than half of the points for the Patriots.
And it's a 4-0 run right now for American Heritage.
Parker Crum with it on the right side. Shot is up and no good. Rebound Winatana. Back comes Waihe over to Larson. Larson being covered very tightly now after knocking down the first 2 threes. Waihe with it.
I thought we heard a whistle, and they did too.
It was Winatana who blew that whistle, getting the attention of his point guard. Here's Winatana to Larson. Back up top, and there'll be a foul. And this will be on Parker Crum, I believe. No,
they're going offensive foul.
They're going to say that he blew through the screen. So the foul will be called on.
So on Weston Larson, maybe, or who'd they give it to?
We'll see. Giants and Porter back in the game.
Haven't signaled a number, so they call it turnover. Offense number 1 on Nephi Winatana.
Yep. 3 team fouls on American Heritage. No fouls in the game for Duchesne. On the baseline, here's Gardner. He'll dribble back out to Crum straight away. And there's a little more defense coming up. Here's Waihe, goes up at the rim, and he'll score a bucket. A 6-0 run. The Patriots back in the game. First bucket of the game for Azra
Good coach.
Waihe.
Good coaches make adjustments at halftime, and credit Coach Winatana.
So, and then Waihe will pick up a personal foul. So already 4 personal fouls and looks like a technical foul.
That's going to be on an assistant right there because Coach Winatana wasn't saying anything. So
the assistant coach, sits down. It looks like just a warning.
Okay, good. It looked like a technical the way it looked over there, didn't it? But
he blew it. Meaning like he blew the whistle very authoritatively and gave him the warning. Here's Giants right side. Shot up. No good. Rebound to Winatana. And right now, American Heritage winning the board battle with Duchesne. Underneath, here's Patterson. Covered by Porter. They've kind of moved with Young on the bench. Porter moves down to guard. Here's Winatana. 3-point left side. Shot in and out. No good. Rebound to Gardner. Back to Porter. Porter will dribble out of trouble. Back over to number 4, Preston Davis. Davis with it. On the left side to Giants. He'll drive in, stop, pause. Porter shot up, count it. He's fouled.
Boy, what a pass. You got your guard driving baseline, and he's in tall timber. Head fake and a quick pass. And
Azra Waihe with his second personal foul. So a little bit of foul trouble now for American Heritage. Only 5 team fouls in the game, but he's got 2 of them.
That's the effectiveness of penetration, because penetration and kick.
6 points in the game so far for Porter. Shot is up and no good. Rebound to Larson, who's checked back in the game for Waihe.
Kind of stopped that run of 6-0.
Yep, Alone over to Winnetana, covered by Gardner. Top of the key, Larson. Excuse me, that is Larson. It's not Larson. That's number 2, Lepre. Shot is up, blocked, rebound. Will go to Duchesne.
Boy, what a great block that time as Hunter Gardner got his hand on Nephi Winnetana's shot.
Gardner drives baseline, challenges Patterson, but gets it to Young. Young reaches back, no good.
Ooh. And
rebound will go off of American Heritage. Credit Young with the deflection.
Yeah, got a deflection on it, and Patterson came up to get it, just couldn't corral it.
Jaden Adams, a junior, will check in, replacing Alone. Young swings it up to Gardner, back in the corner. Here's Crum, shot from the left side, up and in.
That's why he scored 700-plus points in his career at Duchesne.
Quickly back comes American Heritage, rebound for Duchesne.
Well, it's back to a 9-point lead for the Duchesne Eagles.
That match is the biggest of the game. Yeah. With it is Gardner straight away.
2-3 zone right now for the Patriots. And
Duchesne will adjust. Giants back up to Crum. Crum, another 3-point shot coming. It's up, no good that time. Rebound to Young. And Young and Porter kind of fight it out. So it goes to American Heritage, but they commit the turnover. Back is going to be Young, and he misses the dunk. Offensive rebound for Duchesne. He's got a big smile on his face.
He got one step too far underneath the basket, and we tried to dunk it.
I like the poise of the senior Jeb Young. Giants in the corner. Here's Crum. Shot is up and no.
Yeah, I think that was.
Rather, that is Giants with the 3.
Boy, he's had a career night, right? 3 3-point shots for the junior.
And the lead to 12. Shot is up. Patterson knocks one down. His second. It's raining threes here at the Salt Lake Community College Event Center. And here's Gardner for 3 from the outside, and he knocks one down.
You're talking about raining and snowy filled Salt Lake Community College campus.
10 threes in the first half so far. Still 3 minutes left. It's a 12-point lead. Patterson straight away covered by Young. He'll clear. And now a foul, and they'll be on Duchesne.
I think a little hold on Nephi Winnetana as he cut through. And
that foul will go number 2, Hunter Gardner.
Just the first foul on Duchesne.
First foul of the game at the 3-minute mark of the second quarter.
Surprising, isn't it?
You don't see that very often.
No.
Here's Larson with it. To Patterson. Patterson right side swing down in the corner to Winnetana. He'll drive, step back out. Looking for Patterson inside. Patterson not in the position he's accustomed to. He will dribble into that position, turns, fakes, pushes, and scores it.
Little baby right-handed hook after he got position and patience.
Well,
so he's hit 2 threes. Now he goes to work inside. Oh
my goodness. So that was actually Giants up and over.
Giants.
That was a degree of difficulty, was a 10 on that one.
It takes on Lepre with the left hand.
And Lepre sneaks in and scores one underneath with a scoop shot as he got past the defense. It's Greyhound track race here in this first half. 34-24, Duchesne with a 10-point lead. Crum will pick up the foul on Larson. Weston Larson's first personal foul, checking in the game for American Heritage. Yep, is Oliver Buer.
Adams takes a quick break for American Heritage. And
Crum up top to Davis. On the left side to Giants. Inside to Crum. And they will get the travel. I was wondering as well that you could hear the coach say, hey, that's a travel, and it was. He caught the ball with 1 foot on the ground and still took the 2 steps to stop. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. 34-24 when we come back on KSL, as well as TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and assisted by V6 Media.
Jones Paint and Glass has been serving the Utah community since 1938.
We love the communities we serve, not only in Utah, but through our network of dealers outside of Utah as well. It is our passion to be able to turn people's visions for their homes into a reality.
Whether you're updating your home or bringing the visions of your new home to life, Jones Paint and Glass is here for all your paint and glass needs.
When you hear the crash, you better think Jones Paint and Glass.
Welcome back. Scott Langford, Curtis Marsh here. And a big thanks to Channel V6. And, of course, we call them V6 Media. Elliot and the gang are here. And, what a great job they do on the cameras and everything they do. They've been longtime partners, and we do appreciate them so very much for all that they help us with. It's a class act. Appreciate V6 Media. Also, Jones Paint and Glass as they sponsor Duchesne Eagle basketball. Right now it's 34-24. Duchesne with a 10-point lead, 2 minutes left. It's been entertaining. Lots of scoring in the second quarter.
The Patriots got off to that good jump, 6-0 start, but Duchesne's come right back.
Back on the left side is Lepre. Cross-court pass to Larson. Larson inside to Patterson. Patterson, now the double team comes. And Patterson just goes through the double team and scores it.
I like his patience. He doesn't get in a rush under there. And, American Heritage out of Draper, for listeners who don't know. Duchesne, of course, up in the basin.
American Heritage, is it in Draper or is it in American Fork?
American Fork. Sorry, Scott, you're right. We saw Draper APA before.
That's
got that on my mind. But American Fork.
Coulter Giles in the game to Davis. Davis on the right side.
The basin, of course, and
beautiful. 6 on the shot clock, down to 5. Here's Giants up. Ooh. Shot. That one's no good. Go out of bounds. That'll leave 1:10 left in this first half.
Yeah, very well defended.
Checking in the game for Duchesne. Back in is Dallin Porter. No foul trouble to speak of for either team, really. Two fouls for Azerwaihi. Other than that, just one foul for a few players. Duchesne with only one team foul. Yep.
Yeah, you can't get in too much foul trouble if your whole team has one, right?
Left side, here's Lepre. Looking inside for Patterson. Patterson steps out, covered by Young. He'll step back, take the shot. Patterson, no good. Rebound shot back up and in for Buer.
And Buer, Patterson draws a crowd. They ran screeners, Lepre and Nephi through, which freed up Patterson, but nobody boxed out Buer.
Crum with it. There'll be a turnover on Duchesne.
So 2 possessions come up empty. One on the missed shot, now a turnover, and a travel the one before. So the door comes open. That's why this lead's gone from 10 to 6.
Yeah, not a lot of turnovers in this game.
So shot clock basically
is off, essentially.
Basically off. 1 second difference.
Larson, back up top, Patterson, and a quick timeout by American Heritage.
Coach Boda, he's all the way out almost to midcourt.
We'll see what he calls. If it calls I think it's going to be a 30-second. We'll keep it here. Big thanks to Jones Paint and Glass, bathroom glass, shower doors, mirrors in all styles and sizes at affordable prices. Follow Jones Paint and Glass on Facebook or Instagram for design, inspiration, tips, and more. Once again, big thanks to Jones Paint and Glass and all those who sponsor Duchesne Eagle basketball on V6 Media or Channel V6. Looks like Alone will check back in the game for American Heritage.
Yep, and you look, if you can go back in and you're down, but what do you remember that last play? Then you walk into the locker room kind of just with your shoulders held back and on a run. And, and Patterson's second halves have been big for American Heritage. So,
well, he's got 14, so if he has a big second half, it'd have to be really big.
Well, he's capable of it.
Without a doubt. A senior. One of the seniors, one of the 4 seniors for American Heritage to go along with Buer, Waihi, and Alone.
And Scott, it's gone through his mind. This is my last game.
Yep, 22 seconds left in the half. And we're almost at a virtual tie, but the shot clock is on. There's less than a second between them. Larson, right side to Lepre, back to Larson. 12 seconds, now 10. Larson dribbles against Gines. Takes a screen, right side. LePray from outside. That one's up. No good. Rebound by Crum.
Boy, great call from Coach Winnetana. They got the shot with their leading scorer and just a little long.
And so that'll do it. 34-28. 6-point lead for Duchesne when we come back on KSL.com, TeamHive.live, and V6 Media, all powered by Centricom.
DNA McRae is hiring crude oil truck drivers for our Uinta Basin routes. Be home daily, drive new and well-maintained equipment, and earn quarterly bonuses with great benefits. DNA McRae offers outstanding career choices with flexible schedules, benefits, performance bonuses, and an average starting pay of $100,000 per year. We're a safety-focused, family-friendly work environment looking for those that fit our values. Call 435-893-4442 or visit McRaeTrans.com to complete an application.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, San Pete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
So I feel very blessed that I have a career that I can come to work every day and help people, help them have a beautiful smile again that they feel confident about. That's probably my favorite part of the job. So I did my undergrad schooling here at the Utah State University Extension in Vernal, and I did my dentistry schooling at the University of Louisville. So one of my passions with dentistry is the connection between systemic health and oral health. A healthy mouth is a healthy body, and a healthy body is a healthy mouth. And I really like teaching patients about that aspect.
When you think of a company that's vested in its community, that takes pride in the success of local events, and that cheers on the youth and athletes of local schools, we hope you think of Moon Lake Electric. As a member-owned cooperative, we've been committed to our members since 1938 and hold true to the same mission of offering safe, reliable, and affordable electricity to our neighbors, friends, and family. Being honest community and employee-minded individuals is just how we do business. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
Kings Peak is the tallest mountain in Utah, standing at 13,528 feet. It's located right here in Duchesne County. We at Kings Peak Credit Union want to help you reach your highest financial point. We have been proudly serving our community since 1955 by providing quality services, loans, and tools to build a dependable future. Our dedication to Duchesne County and the surrounding areas lets us lift our members and the residents here to new heights. Kings Peak Credit Union is here to help with your next financial adventure.
When Uinta Basin Healthcare was built from humble beginnings in 1944, healthcare looked very different than it does today. Patients in rural areas often had to travel long distances for critical care. Uinta Basin Healthcare invested in new technologies and equipment, like ambulances, to better access medical services in the community. With the opening of the new Vernal ER, Uinta Basin Healthcare continues to invest in our local communities and provide quality healthcare to all we serve. Uinta Basin Healthcare. Caring for our communities, investing in you.
Welcome back, Scott Langford, Curtis Marsh here. And it's the fourth game, and right now it's the Duchesne Eagles by 6, 34-28. And if you're joining us late, it was Duchesne that jumped out to the quick lead, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9 in that first quarter play. American Heritage has only led once in this game by 1 point, and that was right at the very first. And so after that was Duchesne bombing threes from outside. And basically it was on 10 points by Kate Gines in that first quarter. They took that lead, and they've kept it. They led us by as many as 12 in the second quarter, but then a late run by American Heritage cut that lead to 6.
Kind of closed it, and chance there with a 3 from LePray to cut that lead down to 3. But
a 6-0 run in that second quarter was big.
So still a great game, great opportunity for both teams. And looking at these stats, it's a game. You talk about playing for third and losing a big game last night, but boy, couldn't see it by effort tonight. Both teams come out to play.
No, they have been playing very, very well. And you look at the shooting in this game; both teams shooting quite well.
Yeah, you look at that, and it jumps out to me. The rebounds pretty close, right?
Yeah,
I thought maybe that'd be an advantage right there for American Heritage, but Duchesne within 2. 16-14, right?
Yep, 16-14. 4 offensive rebounds for Duchesne and 6 for American Heritage.
Three for 7.
Absolutely, and he was great.
But both teams shot pretty well. 4 from the 3, 4 for 12 for the Eagles. So, that's respectable. And one team foul. I don't think I've seen that in a long time in a playoff game.
It's been a long time.
Shame. So
run through individual scoring for me in this first half, Curtis.
Yeah, let's just go down that and take a look at that. And as we look at that, as we look at Duchesne, we come down there. Hunter Gardner, number 2, had 3 points in the first half. But the big scoring was number 11, Cade Gines.
Yeah.
And well above his season average with 15 points in the first half. We talked about that 3 points. Leading scorer, averaging 13 a game, Parker Crum, 6 points in the first half. Jeb Young averaging 13 with 2 points in the first half. And Dallin Porter, averaging 7, had 6 in the first half. But he's got his hands full, with the big Ricky Patterson on the other end. But I thought he did good. We saw a little kind of his personality when he went up to miss the dunk, and
a big smile.
I like that, right?
Yeah, I did too.
It kind of said a little bit about him. So, should we go over and hit the American?
Yep, please do.
For American Heritage, number 10, Logan Weston Larson, number 5 in 3-point shooting in the state, averaging nearly 10 a game, has 6. Azra Waihe has 2 for Patriots. Ricky Patterson has 14. Averages 9 a game. So he's just been on fire in the tournament. Jeremiah Lone has not scored. Stephen LePray, leading scorer for the Patriots with 4.
Actually, LePray only averages 7, so your leading scorer is Winitana.
Is it Winitana?
Yeah.
10, okay. And then Oliver Buer come off the bench for 2.
Yep.
And so that's where we're at with 34-28 halftime score.
Yep, 6 bench points for American Heritage and just 2 for Duchesne. We'll take our final break on KSL.com and TeamHive.live. And assisted by V6 Media, we'll be back with second half action from Salt Lake Community College after this.
Brian the Brain needs your help. Underage drinking harms developing brains. That's why it's so important to talk with your kids about alcohol as early as 9, so their futures stay bright.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's 2 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
from the 3A third-fourth game, and that is Grantsville 28, Summit Academy 18.
Wow. What a game last night with Summit Academy and Juab, right?
Yeah, no, Juab pulled it out right at the end, from what I understand.
Well, Summit Academy led, and 10-0 run for the Wasps to close it out, and they will play Manti tonight for the title. And
pretty crazy, isn't it?
Crazy, and the girls in 3A, it's Morgan and Grantsville, right?
Yep.
So,
and here coming up after this game will be the state championship game in the ladies' side of the bracket. That will be the Beaver Beavers and the Kanab Cowboys. And then following that will be the Parowan Rams and the Cowboys of Kanab as well.
I've
so
seen
the double feature.
Seen both those teams play, and you're going to see two freshmen with Bradshaw for Beaver and a really talented Little, and she's not little. That's an oxymoron. She's 6'3" as a freshman. But
she's amazing.
I'll tell you, if I had to bet on that game money, I wouldn't bet.
No.
I'd say that game is going to go right down to the finish.
That's a pick'em game. Here we go. Second half action here from Salt Lake Community College. Here's Giants on the right side, and
I don't think the shot clock started.
Correct. I think they may just restart the half. We'll see.
Because you got 11 seconds off, but only 2 seconds off on the shot
I think
clock.
the remedy would just be to start the half over.
Yeah. Or you can take the shot clock down to...
Well, it has to be down to 11 seconds off, so 24.
24 seconds. And
it's the first year of the shot clock, although not here at Salt Lake Community College, but it is the first year of the shot clock for 2A sports.
And do you know, I'd say pretty
and they're
uneventful,
going to just take
right?
5 seconds off.
Pretty uneventful.
Yeah, no,
not
much of a factor, to be honest.
Maybe more disruption this year, but not really.
Gardner with it, with the left-hand dribble, covered by Waihe. Back up top to Gines. Gines with the right-hand dribble on Winnetana to Crum. Crum steps back to Gardner. Gardner over to Gines. Gines drives on the lane, has lane by Winnetana up, no good. Rebound goes to Larson.
Kind of bothered by Nephi's length and kind of altered his shot.
Top of the key, Patterson. He's been the big scoring threat for the Patriots. Alone inside Patterson, good position. Double team comes, Young and Porter. Patterson underneath, stolen away by Gardner.
Yeah, good defense. You know, they didn't reach.
Nope.
They just got their hands up big. And
right side, here's Parker Crum. Crum covered by Larson, back up top to Gardner. 6-point lead.
Parker Crum for three. Boy, he just...
Shot is no good. Patterson with the rebound. Back to Waihe.
Crum kind of like a gunslinger. Gets that shot out of his holster and gets it in the air.
Alone to Patterson. Patterson backs in underneath to Larson. Larson fake shot. No good, but he is fouled by Parker Crum. Only the second foul of the game.
Bring in Weston Larson to the foul line, and
he's already got 6.
So the first foul shot tonight for Patriots. And
yeah, when there's no fouls, there's only one in that first half. No fouls, no foul shots. So first trip to the line. Shot is up and good.
Boy, he's got a very compact shot with great extension, and he's almost expected to go down, right?
Yep. Here's the second shot for Larson. It's up and away. Good. He'll move into 8 points for the game. And here's the full court press. Here's Parker Crum. Crum goes baseline hard to the bucket. Goes up and misses. But Jeb Young with an offensive rebound. No good. Defensive rebound. And back up is Winnetana. No good. Rebound to Giants.
Missed opportunity that time for Patriots to cut it to 2. 3 up for Gardner, and he banked it in.
The bank is open for
that's a 5-point swing
Hunter
right there.
Gardner.
From the missed layup to the 3.
Lead 7. Right side, Winnetana. Underneath to Waihe. A beautiful pass.
What a shot, too.
Yeah,
you catch
it's a quick
that ball,
one.
Reverse layup, and
Gardner with it straight away. 5 points is the lead. 37-32. Gardner to Crum. Crum will step back, take a 3-point shot. That's up, no good. And there will be a foul, so that will be a rebound actually for Gardner for his efforts.
Got up and got bumped, tried to tip the ball.
So that's tough break for the Patriots, as that's number 3 on Waihe.
Yeah, we're going to see number 30. And it's switch numbers, so let's see.
Up top, here's Young with it. He'll receive. Crum turns, spins, back to Gines. Gines penetrates, turns. Over to Porter. Porter fakes, gets the player in the air. No good. Rebound going to be taken by the Patriots. And back comes Winnetana quickly for American Heritage. 4 rebounds in the half for American Heritage. Patterson straight away over to Larson. Larson gets Crum in the air, drives in, shoot back over his shoulder. No good. Rebound to Duchesne.
Big board that time. And
Gines with it on the right wing, covered by Patterson. Gines, Euro step, shot, no good. Rebound to Winnetana.
Maybe a little quick on that shot. Tough shot.
Patterson straight away. Larson. Maloney now underneath to Patterson. Patterson with good position. Baby hook, no good. Rebound going to go to Porter. And Porter will travel.
Quite a bit of contact on that rebound.
There was.
They let go, and
I kind of waited to see what was going to happen.
I think they thought nothing was going to come of it, and then he fell.
Checking back in the game is Lepre. He will replace Alone. 4:29 left in the third quarter. 37 for Duchesne, 32 for American Heritage. That is your DNA McCray score update. There's Patterson. Nearly as it turns and faces, covered by Porter. Patterson drops, dribbles, and there Porter with the hand check. I think if Porter gives ground, that's an offensive foul as Patterson just, banging underneath.
Just keep your hands out of it.
Uh-huh. Checking in the game will be number 32 for American Heritage.
Right now, they're giving us a lot of numbers that aren't on the rosters right now. So.
That's the truth. We'll check it out, though. Here's Winnetana. He'll drive, loses the ball, turnover. Back comes Young, and that's actually whoops, I was on the wrong line. I thought that was the volleyball line.
Great hustle play that time.
It was.
And,
underneath, here's Porter. Porter clears some space, goes up, shot no good. Rebound to Patterson.
They play on this college court and about 10 feet bigger. And so, and the extended three-point line.
Shot is up and no good from number 32. Rebound to Porter. 6 rebounds for the Eagles and actually 6 for the Patriots as well.
That shot looked good, straight on, just came back out. And kind of a low-scoring third quarter, a little slower pace.
Giants on the right side to Young at the free throw line, quickly up in, but a turnover on the Eagles.
Good hands by Stephen Lepre. And
back up top is Larson.
Nephi Winnetana knocked down. I think they're going to.
So we'll get a foul. Might be on Porter. We'll see.
Yeah, that's where they're going to go with it right now.
Yep, Porter picks up his second personal foul. So he's the first Eagle with any significant foul trouble. Gardner checks out. Davis comes in the game for Duchesne. Excuse me, that's Coulter Giles in the game. 22 with it. We don't have names for number 22. Here's Lepre back to 31. He'll drive in, kick back out to Lepre. Lepre thinks about a long three, doesn't take it. Waits for the screen, back right side. Inside to Patterson. Patterson turns, pivots, and he will not score, but he'll pick up another foul on Dallin Porter, his third.
Back to back, and so at one point, only one team foul on the Eagles at halftime, and now suddenly they have a key player in foul trouble.
Yeah, and and you figure there's only 5 fouls in the game. Dallin Porter has 3.
And where Patterson's such a dominant force, last player you want is a post player in foul trouble.
So right now the lead is now 4. Patterson can cut it to 3. Patterson will get a much deserved break if he makes the free throw.
So
he might want to miss.
Do you go to zone? What do you do to kind of protect him right now?
Well, Young and if Porter's going to come out of the game, which he is.
You switch Jeb over to guard Patterson. You got to protect him somehow.
Yeah, the help defense. 37-34, 3-point lead for Duchesne. And it's Giants with it. This basketball game, very competitive. Giants, covered by American Heritage, back to Davis. Davis with it. Giants drives hard to the bucket. It's going to be taken away by American Heritage. On the right side, now a travel called on LePray.
And
Did you see it?
A player got hurt over there on the sideline. Number 31 went down right in front of Podu Inatana. Yeah, LePray tried to gather to get that 3 and start and switch pivot foots, but
I didn't see what happened there.
I didn't either.
He's down on the ground.
But Coach Winatana obviously concerned, and I don't know if it's these coaches know their players, and but
still take just a second while they attend to players. Quick reminder.
I wish
coming
we had
up.
that young man's name, but
Luke LePray is number 31. Is that right? Yep. So in our roster, he's 25.
So it's Luke LePray that's going to come back out, and it's
no, Luke LePray, it was who we substituted for.
Okay.
So 31 is Luke LePray.
Okay.
Making a note of that. We'll try to catch those names. With the ball is Giants. Cover tightly.
American Heritage crowd really getting into it right now.
Underneath, there's Young. Quickly up and in. Count it.
What
Jeb
a pass. Young. What a pass into Jeb.
Yep.
Back to 5-point lead right now.
With the ball is Capona. Limon with it. Shot from the right side. Up. No good. Rebound to Duchesne. That's Parker Crum.
Thought maybe Limon probably should have taken that to the rim, right? He had the corner.
Davis with it for Duchesne. 1:39 left in the third. 5-point lead underneath. Pass off the hands of Giants. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles.
Giants wasn't looking for it right now. American Heritage going 5 for 5. So
they're going back to the starting lineup. Good job by the reserves. The bench played very well.
Right. Gave them a blow heading into the final stretch, but
Alone, the lone starter that was still in the game, he'll check out. So for American Heritage, it'll be Winatana, Larson, LePray, Waihe, and Patterson. Patterson with it straight away. LePray with it, looking on the baseline for Patterson. Young on him. Turns, spins, waits for the contact, scores it. He could have easily had a 2-and-1.
Little contact there.
Yep.
3-point game.
This one heating up. Here's Giants. Covered by Waihe. Davis trying to find Young inside. Has the ball. He'll go on to Patterson. Now Patterson does exactly what, Porter could have done with him.
Kept his hands out of it, right? Took the contact, sold it to the official.
Now, so after 4 turnovers in the first half, that's now 6 for Duchesne in the second half.
Yep. Not only 6, but fouls have increased. And
Jeb Young only 1 personal foul, so that's his first. Waihe with it to Patterson. Over to Larson, 3-point jumper from way out, no good. Young with the board. Back on the Eagles, 45 seconds left, 30 on the shot clock. There's about 15 seconds differential. Back to Crum. Waihe on Parker. Back out to Davis. One-hand dribble over to Giants. Knocked away. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Here's Young for a 3-pointer. How about Jeb Young? from downtown.
Didn't see that one coming. Did you, Scott?
No, I did not.
State tournament brings out the best in folks.
Yeah, Patterson and Young now have, and Giants will pick up a personal foul, his first.
He saw that high dribble from Wahi, and I think he saw maybe it getting away from him, and but Wahi recovered well. And
the damage, though, is now 6 personal fouls, 16 fouls rather, on Duchesne. It's the bonus the rest of the way for the Patriots.
Entire fourth quarter, they'll shoot.
Wahi underneath to Patterson, again covered by Young. Oh,
travel.
Might have got a travel, but he got the bucket instead. As Patterson finishes closing this gap as we end the third quarter of play.
It's going to be a great fourth quarter, Scott.
Should be. We're excited about it. We'll be back after this with fourth quarter action on the KSL Sports Network, TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and V6 Media.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. Scott Langford, Curtis Marsh at Salt Lake Community College. It's the fourth game in the 2A classification among the boys. Right now it is Duchesne 42 and American Heritage 38. And it's been a lot of fun. It's a very competitive game. Sometimes the third, fourth game are lackluster or lackadaisical. Not so today, Curtis. This is a great competitive game.
Yeah, I did a third, fourth place game one time at the SVC that at halftime was 4-3 between two teams that could light it up.
Yeah.
And then the third and fourth quarter was like, okay, now our competitive juices kicked in. But
this one's been competitive from the start.
Yep.
So here we go. Fourth quarter action here from Salt Lake Community College. There's LaPrey, kicks back out to Wahi. In the corner, Winnetana, shot up, looks good, is good.
It's been waiting for that breakout from Nephi, right?
Yeah, first bucket of the game comes in the fourth quarter for the junior American Heritage. It's a 1-point lead for Duchesne. They have the ball. Here's Giles. Over to Crum. Crum at the free throw line. Back to Davis. Davis will drive in. Shot up, and he will be fouled. Might be Patterson in the middle. Yep, first personal foul on Ricky Patterson. So that'll put Davis at the line shooting 2. That is actually, I keep calling him Davis. That's Coulter Giles.
Coulter Giles.
Yep, I apologize to the Giles family and all their relatives.
Maybe he's going to marry a Davis girl.
Maybe.
Take her name. Who knows, right? Well, he's been perfect.
Yeah, Giles the junior.
He hit the first shot. Remember that little runner?
Yep, he did.
We kissed it up the glass,
yep.
And that was a big shot. And
lead back to 2. Coulter at the line. Takes his time. Second shot is up and looks good, is good.
Duchesne in one of the beautiful places in Utah, right?
Oh, it is beautiful.
Up in that Uena area, Moon Lake. And
many times. Here's Larson with the ball.
I think it's going to be snowed in till July this year, though.
It might be. Larson takes a screen from Patterson. They're picked up by Crum. Crum paying attention to the screens. Nearly turned over. Picked up by LaPrey. Back out to Winnetana. 15 on the shot clock. Patterson coming up to set the screen. Gardner slips it. Left side to Larson. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Wahi covered by Giants. He'll turn. Euro step up and in.
Just too strong right there for
yeah, they saw the mismatch and said that's what we're going to do. Giants with it. to Gardner. Gardner to Crum at the free throw line. Back up to Gines. Not a lot of shooting, only 3 buckets. There's a shot from deep from Young. No good, but an offensive rebound for
Crum.
Parker Crum. He'll drive in. 8-foot jumper back up. No good. Rebound to LaPrey.
Yeah, 2 good looks for the Eagles and come up empty.
LaPrey with it. He'll back out. American Heritage take the first lead since the first of the game. They led 3-2. And here's Patterson. Oh, Patterson holds that pivot foot down, and he scores it. It looked like a travel, but looking down at the foot, he kept that toe planted.
Yeah, I don't think he moved, but he wanted to kick it back out. But then nobody opened, so he did the second best thing.
Yeah, first lead of the game since the first quarter
and a turnover.
of play.
Gardner let it get away, and
7 second-half turnovers to 3. And a quick timeout. We'll take it as well and be back. It's the American Heritage Patriots 45, Duchesne 44 on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Attention job seekers. Are you looking for a career that will challenge and excite you every day? Look no further than Strata Networks. We are now hiring for a variety of positions in an industry that is fast-paced and always evolving. If you're ready for new opportunities and the chance to grow, visit us online at stratanetworks.com/careers or call 435-622-5007 for more information. Don't miss out on this exciting chance to join the Strata Networks team. Strata Networks. We connect lives.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Here we go, a 7-2 run, and make that a 9-2 run as Patterson goes all the way in for the bucket. He's got 4 in the fourth quarter, and it's a 3-point lead for American Heritage.
Biggest lead of the game, right, for the
biggest lead.
Patriots. And
Giants too young. Duchesne's offense is slowed down. Gardner with it. Knocked away by Waihe. Back to Giants. 15 on the shot clock. Right side Crum. Crum takes a screen, picks back up, drives on the baseline, turns, shoots, short, no good, blocked.
Well,
and a rebound to American Heritage.
It's been the defensive intensity right now of the Patriots. And what a transition layup for Stephen LaPrey.
Yeah, that was really quickly. Came down fast.
Coast to coast. 5-point lead right now.
Young with it, drives in, trying to stop the bleeding. He does so. Beautiful reach back layup for Jeff Young.
Boy, couldn't have asked for anything better if you're Duchesne.
Yeah.
Stop the bleeding right now.
Stops a 9-2 run in the corner. Here's Larson by himself for the layup.
Well, if you're going to stop the bleeding, you better start playing a little better defense. And I know Duchesne's coaching staff not happy with that. 2 transition baskets in a row.
Gardner cut off by Winnetana, back to Young. Young drives in, goes up hard, and they'll call an offensive foul on Jeff Young. Just one step too far into the lane.
Yep, he's got to pull up, and when your post player starts at the 3-point line, gives the defender a lot of time to set up that position. So
checking the game will be number 10.
Mena. We saw him in the South Severe game. No,
that's timeout.
They have him number 10, but I'm pretty sure that was Mena in the South Severe game.
Well, they've got him on the roster as 11, so we'll try to get that all straightened out. We'll keep it here and talk about it.
But what a run. And Scott, when you look at this defensive intensity right now that's built, it's really been dominant last 2 minutes for the Patriots, right?
Well, it's a 13-4 run, so
right.
and it's all been at the bucket. I mean, there's been mostly layups and just moves inside. One outside shot by Winnetana. Right. But in the end, it's just been fast transition execution by American Heritage.
But the defense, to me, has triggered that because they've made everything difficult for Duchesne, and then they've got numbers on the offensive end.
Well,
and,
let's look at this, Curtis. 34 points for Duchesne in the first half, and they now have 12 in the second half, and we're about a half quarter left. So, the defense ratcheted up by American Heritage, and their scoring has gone up as they've scored on a little better clip.
Well, and look at how many three-point shots they've made since then, because you look at Waihi and Nephi Winnetana, they've taken away that three-point shot. And they forced them to go down. And it's been tough sledding. And so right now I think really Duchesne has to be a little more patient and try to get a good shot. You're only down 5 points, but to compound that, they've had some defensive lapse. They didn't give up anything easy in the first half. Second half, they've given up a lot of easy looks.
Looks like the player will not make it in the game, so he'll stay. With the ball will be Larson. He's covered tightly by Crum. Back up to Lepre. Lepre will bring it across, give it to Larson. Covered by Crum again. Man-to-man defense remains for Duchesne. And it's going to be Waihi drives in and no good. Rebound going to be taken by Gines. Gines on the baseline, goes up, and Larson will pick up the foul.
Boy, and that shot from Waihi, we got a Patriot hurt. That's Waihi, and he came down hard.
Did he?
And I think he's twisted. It almost looked like the knee to me, Scott.
Oh, I hope not.
Can we get a replay on that right there? You hate to see that, boy, with 3 minutes to go in the season, but it did not look good.
Yeah, we hope he's okay. He's in a lot of pain.
He's came down. The foul's going to be on Weston Larson. And shoot, that's tough.
All right, we'll take a break while they attend to Waihi, and we'll be back after this.
Edge Tire Pros in Nephi is the smart choice for a new set of tires for your pickup, work vehicle, or passenger car. The technicians at Edge Tire Pros provide trustworthy service on oil changes, brake work, and suspension accessories like lift kits, bed liners, and custom rims. Choose from a wide variety of tires including Cooper, BF Goodrich, and Michelin with a nationwide warranty on free flat tire repair, free rotation, and free road hazard. For a limited time, get the Edge Bronze Oil Change for just $19.99. Edge Tire Pros across the street from Parks Home Furnishings on Main Street in Nephi.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
It's not about the miles you take when you're driving, but the milestones you see when you get to where you're going. When you graduate high school, buy your first car, get married, start a family, find your first home, and grow old together. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Watch on the ads that Azra Waihi carried off the court in obvious pain. It looks like a right leg, or left leg rather.
We won't see him, that young man. You hate to see that. The senior averaging about 8 points a game. And
well, we wish him the very best. 51-46, Patriots with that 5-point lead. They've really stormed back in the second half, specifically the fourth quarter. And they didn't lead until early in the fourth quarter, and since the very first bucket of the game.
So they'll bring in number 10. I don't have a number 10 on mine, do you?
No, we think it's Mena, but we're not sure.
Yeah.
Shot is up and good. Takes a shooter's bounce for Cade Gines.
That was kind of wide left and
it was.
Kicked back. Like to play golf with him.
Yeah, only four made buckets in the second half. None in the fourth quarter for Duchesne. Second one's a miss. Rebound to American Heritage.
Under 4 right now. Patriots up 4.
There's Patterson. Patterson back on the left side to LePray. Loses it, but gets it back. Over to Larson. Larson covered by Crum. Back to Patterson, covered by Young. Patterson goes baseline, turns, and they'll call it travel, I believe. And they do. Turnover on Patterson.
Better defense from Duchesne. Better focus, better team defense that time. So
Dallin Porter back in the game for Duchesne. He'll replace Gardner.
With only 3, so they kind of weathered that a little bit.
But I think it's pretty important. This one will be a pretty important possession as number 1, Coulter Giles in the game. Over to Crum. Back to Cade. Here's Crum, long three-pointer, and he knocks it down from outside. 3 3-pointers in the game for Parker Crum. None bigger than that one, cutting the lead to 1.
And a turnover.
Back comes Dallin Porter ahead of the pack. He's going to go up, and a little bit of contact. Count it. He's fouled.
I don't know how he hit that shot because that was a tough shot to hit. And the contact.
Yeah, hopefully you have a replay on that one. That was absolutely beautiful.
And almost could have had goaltending as you see LePray grab the net.
Yeah, watch this. They both actually pulled their hand back.
Yeah.
And the offensive goaltending was in play as well. We'll keep it here.
Yeah.
And let's take a look at that replay one more time. Appreciate Thompson Coles playing this one. Watch this on the end as Jeb Young says, I'm going to put that one back in. But it's going to be actually Dallin Porter with the hoop and the harm. And just like that, the Eagles back in the lead, Curtis.
Well, that 6-point lead's gone right now. And
in this game,
a chance to go up 2.
In this game, we've had 1 tie and 4 lead changes. Again, 1 lead change in the first quarter, 3 in this fourth quarter already, as we've got 2:53 left in the third-fourth championship game. And DNA McCrae, they're hiring drivers. You want to earn $100,000 per year? They're hiring. Excellent pay, benefits, consistent workloads, new equipment. Apply at McCraeTrans.com. That's MCRAE Trans.com. Trans with an S. So DNA McCrae, appreciate their sponsorship of Duchesne Eagle basketball. 2:53 left in this one. 52 Duchesne, 51. And it'll be Dallin Porter at the line. He just checked in. He's been saddled with some foul troubles. He's been out for a while.
So Wahi comes back with a big ice pack on that left knee, and obviously in just a ton of pain. And
trying to put the leg up on a chair. Again, we wish him the best. There's Porter, big free throw. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, going to be tracked down. Nope, it'll be off Duchesne.
Yep. Parker Crum hit it at the very end as him and Weston Larson chased it down. And big possession right now for Patriots. And
down by 1, 2:51 left.
I think you're going to see a lot of getting the ball to Patterson right now.
There's Larson with the ball, knocked away, but picked up by Alone. He'll dribble over. Back over to LePray. Back to Larson. He'll dribble out, covered by Giants. That's Coulter. On the right side, here's Patterson looking underneath. Nothing there. Patterson looking for some help. Trying to find Larson. We'll have LePray. A little out of sync. You got Wahi typically as your point guard. Down to 3. It's going to be LePray who'll have to not get it off. That'll be a turnover as Alone knocks it down, but too late.
And nothing pumps the defense up than a shot clock violation or a charge, right?
That's right. Little adjustment with Wahi on the bench.
And Alone hit the shot.
Yeah, he did.
Late, but
Gardner with it straight away. 2 minutes left in the game. Right side to Giants. Inside to Young. Young is going to go. He was holding his position on Patterson and couldn't release quick enough to catch that one.
Tough pass. Not enough room down there. Yep. So it was 51-47, right?
It was.
So that's a 5-0 run right now for Duchesne, but
back comes American Heritage down by 1. Alone looking for Larson, has him on the right wing. Inside to Patterson. Patterson, the double team quickly comes. A lot of contact.
Yeah.
And now the call will happen. Thought it was going to be a little sooner, but that's going to put Patterson on the line.
Yeah, they could have called the foul twice, right?
Yeah, I think so.
If you're going to come help with that closeout, just get big and tall, get your hands up in the air. Close the door, close the gate, but don't reach.
1-1 for Patterson. Patterson in the game 2 for 2 from the line. Patterson has 24 points.
And a pretty good foul shooter, but as an official, when you reach, it's the easiest call in the world to make.
It is. There we go. Big free throws for the senior, Ricky Patterson.
I mean, we're up here. I almost blew my whistle. How about you, Scott?
Well, I said a lot of contact on the first one. Shot is up and good. Patterson goes to 25 points in the game. Again, Patterson averaging 8.6 on the season.
Well, he's been that 20-point mark in all 3 games.
Yes, he has.
So. Saved the best for last, right?
There you go. Patterson, the senior, making his mark. Shot's up and in. So another lead change. 53 for American Heritage, 52. Fifth lead change of the game. Here's Giants with it. He'll lose it. And it's going to be Nephi Winatana to Larson, and it's good.
Just like that, 3-point lead for the Patriots and turnovers.
Yep. 4-0 run by American Heritage. They lead by 3. Giants to Coulter Giants. Coulter looking inside for Young. Back to Parker Crum. Straightaway 3. And that one's good as well. We're all tied up at 55.
Boy, 2 in a row for him. Pretty close, same place, right? That's 4 on the game.
4 on the game. Timeout for American Heritage. We'll take 30 seconds to be back after this on TeamHive.live, KSL Sports, all powered by Centricom.
At Al's Food Town in Duchesne, we believe in shopping smart and shopping local. With a wide selection and competitive pricing, we can give you a reason to stop in and shop. From home essentials and gifts to local meat and baked goods, we have you covered with everything you'll ever need. Al's Food Town, proudly serving the people of Duchesne and surrounding areas since 1998.
It's 55-55. We're all tied up here with American Heritage and Duchesne. What a competitive ball game. And you're starting to see a sea of red coming in and a sea of blue. It's going to be a red to blue affair.
It's going to be
in
exciting.
The championship game for the girls. It's the Beavers and the Kanab Cowboys. Those 2 teams split on the season. There was a 3-point win by the Beavers and a 5-point win, I believe, by the Kanab Cowboys. Robert Lovell and I will have the call on that game. That one's coming up.
It's going to be fun.
Should be a lot of fun. Kanab Beaver, traditional rivals. And it's an all-region 19 final. Then on the nightcap, the boys' championship at 7 o'clock will be the Parowan Rams and the
Kanab
Cowboys. So Kanab.
I did one of those games earlier this year.
Yeah.
And you just never know, right?
2 blowouts.
2 blowouts. I did the blowout with Parowan, and it was kind of a yawner.
Yeah,
and then
2 blowouts
over in
and
Kanab,
each team
it was
with 1.
Another one, right? So
here we go. Minute left in the game. We're all tied up.
Something tells me it will not be tonight.
Patterson on the right wing. Patterson drives on Porter. Turns. The help from Young coming. Patterson turns. Fall away. Tough jumper up. No good. Rebound, though. LePray. Big rebound. That'll reset the shot. There's about 14 seconds between the 2. LePray inside. And it's going to be out of bounds, as Giants was standing on the line. So American Heritage with the ball. 25 on the shot clock, 39 on the game clock.
So about 14 seconds. They're going to bring Buer back in, right?
Yep, Buer comes back in the game. Buer is senior for American Heritage. I believe they said Ollie was the name. So Oliver on the court.
Probably going offense, defense right now.
There we go. Patterson with it. Up to LePray. LePray back up to Buer. Left side to Winatana. Nephi looking inside for Patterson. Has Larson straight away. And the shot is up and in for Larson. Wow.
Big shot right now.
6 points in the fourth quarter. That's 12 in the game for Larson. 20 seconds left. 2-point lead for American Heritage.
And the Patriots have fouls to give right now, right?
Yep, Coulter Giants with it inside. Trying for Young and a foul. And that is still not 1-1 as you mentioned. Fouls to give. That foul on Ricky Patterson, his second. And in all honesty, you could almost run down the clock with, well, they have one more foul to give before 1-1.
Yeah, so use them,
Just be careful you don't foul a 3-point shot. Here's Crum with the ball. He'll throw it out to Coulter Giants in the corner. Here's Crum. Crum steps back 3. Shot up, no good. Rebound though to Giants. Giants puts it back up and in. And we're all tied at 57. 2 seconds left. Quick timeout by Winnetana, and he says put some more time back on the clock. How about the big play by Cade Gines as he inside the tall timber, the little guy puts it back up and in.
Everybody's looking at the Parker Crum shot, and they're froze. Is it in? Is it in? It's misses, and they all just freeze.
We're going to see if Thompson has a replay on that last shot.
Here comes Gines in.
Looking for a replay on that last shot by Gines.
He picks the shot up, lays it in.
Yeah.
All these
it was beautiful.
Big guys sitting watching. And
here it is. Watch this. Gines standing there, goes up.
Well, Nephi went up to get it, misjudged the,
just went too high, bounced over the outstretched arm. He was up there a ways, too, just bounced over top of him.
That's what it looked like to me, about 3 seconds. So.
Big thing for Thompson. Big thanks to Thompson Coles for the replay.
So they'll go back to the baseline then.
Mm-hmm. So back to the baseline. They've got a full court, and we'll see what Coach Pauda Winnetana draws up.
So it's tied, right? So
now here's an interesting fun fact most people don't know. He coaches both the boys and the girls team.
Amazing, right?
Here's another fun fact. In the next two championship games, you have siblings playing in the championship games. Kason James and Taylor James.
Yeah.
So you got a sibling on the Kanab Cowboys playing for championship. Bragging rights at stake in those two.
So if Kanab won both of them, the cost of the rings are going to be huge for the James family, right?
That's right. It will be.
And
if only one wins, it's bragging rights for the other sibling.
And if Beaver girls win it, that's 10 for Coach
John Marshall. We'll talk about that a lot more. 2.9 left. And they're going to give them on the sideline. I'm very surprised they don't do that on the baseline. And it's going to be a timeout by Coach of the Duchesne Eagles. We'll take 30 seconds back with the finish of this one after this.
Jones Paint and Glass has been serving the Utah community since 1938.
We love the communities we serve, not only in Utah, but through our network of dealers outside of Utah as well. It is our passion to be able to turn people's visions for their homes into a reality.
Whether you're updating your home or bringing the visions of your new home to life, Jones Paint and Glass is here for all your paint and glass needs.
When you hear the crash, you better think Jones Paint and Glass.
Welcome back, Scott Langford, Curtis Marsh. Big thanks to all those make it possible, including the money man, Kyler Moss on the camera, Dax Lovell on the other camera. And, of course, we've got our good friend Elliot on the camera from V6 Media. Big thanks to V6 Media and all those who make this possible. The 2A state basketball tournament is live on Channel V6 in the Duchesne area, and then on TeamHive.live and KSL.com for everyone else. So right now there's 2.9 seconds left. We're all tied at 57. This one could go to overtime. Championship games coming up after this one.
So Coach Billy Hoops takes the timeout.
Okay, here we go. It's going to be LePray who will bring the ball in. All over pressure.
So you don't want to foul.
LePray will going to be stolen away. Here's Crum. Crum throws at the bucket. It's up and oh my goodness. That one, you can see American Heritage is just, they holding their heads in their hands. That was close. Crum had no chance of making that, but boy, did he make a good effort
right
at
in the
it.
Square and hit the front rim. And
yeah, I think just if it were a little closer and with a little less force, that might have happened. What a great shot! Let's see that one again if we can, as that last shot just so close by Parker Crum. That would have been a wild ending. Here it is.
Yeah.
Nope, not quite. That was the last shot of that tied it all up. All right, he was in awe, he said, Thompson was, and so we didn't get the replay. But we're all tied at 57, going to overtime.
So the last shot was 4.4 seconds when they made it.
So they did. The timeout was after the good pickup, Curtis.
So we get more
we get
play.
4 more minutes of volume. And again, what we talk about is sometimes these but the championship games, the third and fourth games, get a little bit of a drag. But the Duchesne Eagles and the Patriots of American Heritage have really treated us to a great basketball game this evening.
It's been great, and it's been fun, and going to get better and better as the night goes on.
Tons of fun. 57 all. This one's had it all. And keeping an eye over on
big crowd. We're starting to see a lot of
also
blue
as he's
and
on
red
the
coming.
bench with the ice on his knee, and we wish him the very best. Keep an eye on him. But yeah, a lot of blue and red. And right now, I think red outpacing blue. And that's what a drive from Kanab. That's a lot of miles.
It's a pretty big drive for both teams, but and at least Beaver has snow, right? Knab's coming up here and saying, what the heck is...
Oh, I think
all
Knab's
this-
had snow, too.
I saw a
visited
little
Knab
snow
2
one
weeks
game.
ago, and it was loaded. So,
well,
here we go. Tip-off time, Young and Patterson. It is up and going to be one. Well, Duchesne will take it. The tip actually by Patterson. That's the opposite of what happened at the start of the game. Right side, here's Gardner. Starting lineups in for these two teams with the exception of Waihe, who's injured. Gardner left side to Gines. Gines has been big in this game. In regulation, he has 18.
From that last shot.
Crum drives hard to the bucket, goes in pressure, and he'll be fouled.
I'd say that last shot from Gines at the buzzer, probably the biggest shot.
Uh-huh.
But the 2 threes from Crum were huge.
Yeah, no, really big. So Parker Crum to the line. Crum has not been to the free throw line yet. First free throw's up and good. Takes a bounce. A little scary for a second.
Didn't look great, but kind of hit and crawled over.
That's his 13th point of the game. So another lead change. Shots up and in. That one, no question. Back at it comes American Heritage. Larson to Patterson. Patterson straight away back to Larson. Over to Buer on the baseline. Here's Patterson, covered by Young and Porter. Buer back to Patterson, steps back, thinks about a three, doesn't take it. 15 on the shot clock. Patterson drives on Young, steps over and shoots. No good. Rebound to Buer. No good. He puts it back up and in.
Yeah.
Oliver Buer.
Oliver big got the offensive rebound, got the tip, put it back in, and
fourth tie of the game actually.
59 apiece.
Gardner pass
Turnover.
knocked down. Turnover on Duchesne and a foul also. And that will put American Heritage Winnetana on the line. Second personal foul. That will be on Hunter Gardner. So a little frustration foul after the turnover.
You know, Duchesne did such a good job in that first half with turnovers with 5, but
American Heritage 6 for 6 from the line so far in the game. So they've taken advantage of every opportunity. Make that 7 for 7.
7 for 7. Did you know that's 100%?
As I think about it, it probably was.
Yeah.
On the flip side, Duchesne was 3 out of 5 in that fourth quarter, which leaves them 5 for 9 for the game. So about 55, 56%. Nephi with his shot. It's up, and that one's good. 5 points in the game for Winnetana. And that moves the lead back to 2. Here comes Gines. Cade with the left-hand dribble. Looking for Gardner. Tight defense by American Heritage. He's covered by Larson. Back over to Crum. Covered by Winnetana. He'll turn. Kick back out to Gines. 15 on the shot clock. Gines. Covered by Larson. Gines will step in, go hard to the bucket, and he'll score it.
Boy,
wow.
He's fearless, right?
Fearless.
That's why I call him pit bulls.
Yeah. 5th tie of the game. Patterson will set up near Coach Winnetana. A little bit of isolation. Patterson will go on Young, go hard to the bucket.
Ooh.
Miss it though. Porter with the rebound. Nice move. Just didn't get the finish. 2:08 left. We're all tied at 61.
Out of all the tough shots he's made, you almost expected that to go down.
Gines spins and gets a travel. And you got to credit Patterson and Larson teaming up on the double team.
Yeah.
Both teams with only one timeout left.
Davis,
so neither one really want to take that one.
Davis for Gardner. Coulter Giles for Gardner.
It's not Davis.
We both got the Davis thing going on.
I did.
Maybe we ought to call his mom.
I feel so sorry. I mean, really, I'm not being sarcastic on that.
Shoot.
Left side, here's Winnetana.
Oh.
Straight away, Lepre. Step back, jumper, no good. Rebound. Young and Buer fight for it.
Jump ball.
And it stays for American Heritage on the alternating possession.
Great effort, both guys going for that ball. And Buer's kind of gave him a little bounce, hasn't he?
Yeah, done really well. We're all tied at 61, an instant classic in this fourth game between these two teams. No letdown whatsoever. Winnetana will let it go into the backcourt and pick it up. He's covered by Gines. That's Coulter. Winnetana goes, steps back. Oh, gets away with the double dribble off his leg. Here's Larson. Larson's shot is up and good, and Parker Crum took a tough screen, and he's down on the ground. And hopefully he's okay, but how about the shot from Larson? Big time three.
Big shot. We talk about him being 5th in the state.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about behind Cornell, Ridge Tubbs. You're talking about some really good shooter. Rhodes.
Really
You're talking
good.
about the kid from Roland Hall.
So no lead change. Here's here's K. Giants with it. He'll bring it up against Winnetana. On the right side to Coulter. Giants to Young. Jeb with it. Back up to K. Giants. On the right wing.
Giles
driving his Giants and shots
Giles.
up and good. Brother Giles.
And what a shot.
Coulter with that
That's
one.
That's twice he's hit that tough shot.
Yep. Huge. Cuts the lead to 1 with a minute left. Shot clock at 30:52 on the game clock. Patterson right side to LePray. Back over to Buer. Good passing by American Heritage. Down in the shot clock, 15.
Oh.
Patterson has an open line to the bucket. Young doesn't get a foul. It's going to be blocked by Porter, and now the foul will happen, and Patterson shoots 2.
Well, Duchesne gambled on that and left that lane open for Patterson. And,
well, I'm surprised Patterson didn't go all the way to the rim the first time. He had a wide open layup, and he kind of paused analyzing the contact, and he short-armed the layup.
I agree. Just should have gone in, laid it in, and he makes 2. It gets tougher and tougher. You know, it's.
Here we go. Big free throws coming up. Shots up and in. 5 for 5 in the game for Ricky Patterson. And again, as I mentioned, 9 for 9 for American Heritage.
27.
If they win this game, it'll be from the free throw line.
27 for the senior. And we keep talking about him being
What a way
perfect
to-
for the line, and we haven't jinxed him once.
What a way to end the career. That's 10-28 for Ricky Patterson. And it's a 3-point lead. Here's Parker Crum with it. Back to Giants. Giants straight away, 25. And here's the final timeout for the Duchesne Eagles. We'll take 30 seconds and be back after this on TeamHive.live, KSLSports.com, all powered by Centricom.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, San Pete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
Quick preview as you take a look at, let's see if we can get the crowd with Elliott and do a main screen cam. Take a look at the preview of this coming up game as we take a look at the other stadium. But it is blue and red coming up. And you can kind of see it. We'll get Elliott to pan up just a little bit. And I think we got him coming up here. And you can check this out. Blue and red coming up. You got blue on the right, red on the left. And it's a lot of fun coming up here at Salt Lake Community College. The girls 2A championship between Beaver and Kanab. That will be followed by the 2A boys championship, Kanab and Parowan. So don't go away. There's a lot more action coming up on KSLSports.com, TeamHive.live, and V6 Media. And here we go. 27.3 left. Duchesne with the ball, down 3. LePray will guard the inbounds pass from Gines. Giants to Gardner. And Gardner will be fouled. And you can see actually.
It's only 6, right?
Yeah. So it will be 1-1 as Coach Winnetana says we're not going to allow a 3-point shot by Parker Crum or any of the other ones for that matter. And huge free throws for Hunter Gardner. He's not been to the line yet. He's got a 1-1. Big free throw. Shot is up. That one hard off the rim. No good. Patterson with the rebound. The strategy worked for American Heritage, and now a foul. Patterson goes to the line. Patterson 6 for 6 in the game. He may be able to ice it with these 2 free throws.
You really could, right?
Yep.
It's big. That miss was big.
Yeah, it was. So Ricky Patterson can score points 29 and 30 on this attempt. He does get 2 in the double bonus. I think 1, it doesn't necessarily end the game, but it does cause problems. Shot is up and good. Cold Stone free throw shooter, Ricky Patterson.
11 for 11, right?
Yeah, nope. 9 for 9.
9 for 9 the foul line.
Yeah, Patterson has been sensational this entire tournament for American Heritage. There's a second free throw for Patterson. Shot is up and good again. 10 for 10. He's got 4 for 4 in the overtime. Here's Young.
Do you think they work on that in practice or what?
Oh, I'll bet they do. Giants with it now. 15 seconds left and a quick foul by LePray.
Yeah, they're
American
just
Heritage says, I'm not giving
play
the
the
three
foul
up.
line, yeah.
Yep. Probably smart to do that as they, really Duchesne desperate for a 3-point shot to cut into this 5-point lead.
Gardner back in the lineup. He's going to Porter.
Giants is 3 out of 5.
So I'd say they're getting a full court trap right now,
Yep.
right?
Giants free throws up and good. So make that 4 out of 6 for Cade Giants. And for Giants, he has 21. He's had a great game himself, averaging 10.
It's just super game, and he can cut it to a 3.1 possession lead if they can force a miss. Oh,
and it is a miss. Patterson with the board. Patterson will go and be fouled. 13.8 left. And he'll go to the line shooting free throws, number 11 and 12.
Talk about all this red coming in, and Canad 307 miles from this campus.
Yeah.
Beaver 200 miles, so a lot of travel. You can tell how devoted and what this game means to small communities, right?
Yeah, this is a big showing. Both communities have to travel far. They're used to being in the Spear Valley Center where it's only 100 miles and 50 miles. So this is a lot more. Patterson just unstoppable at the free throw line. 11 for 11. He goes across 30 to 31. Taking a hard look at 32 points for Patterson. He's been sensational.
I'd say all tournament team, would you say?
Yeah, I would say. Just watching him the other night, too, same thing. He's been great. And another one for Patterson, 12 for 12. And Coach Winatana calls a timeout. And we'll take a 30-second timeout, be back with the conclusion of this one. And it looks like American Heritage will take third at Salt Lake Community College.
So I feel very blessed that I have a career that I can come to work every day and help people, help them have a beautiful smile again that they feel confident about. That's probably my favorite part of the job. So I did my undergrad schooling here at the Utah State University Extension in Vernal, and I did my dentistry schooling at the University of Louisville. So one of my passions with dentistry is the connection between systemic health and oral health. A healthy mouth is a healthy body, and a healthy body is a healthy mouth. And I really like teaching patients about that aspect.
Welcome back, Scott Langford, Curtis Marsh. 13.8 left. American Heritage has their own fate in their hands, barring a complete miracle. They will take third in a very competitive basketball game.
It's kind of funny you talked about Coach Winatana coming from New Zealand here for some basketball dreams to give his kids some opportunities.
Yep.
But that's one of my bucket lists is to go to New Zealand.
I'll bet he could hook you up, Curtis. Okay, here we go. 13.8 left, 70-64. It's Parker Crum with it. Crum will drive down. 2-point shot for Crum is up, short, no good. Patterson with the rebound, and I think that'll do it. As it will be 70-64, American Heritage with a hard-fought victory, 70-64 over the Duchesne Eagles. And look at the happiness, and this means something to this American Heritage team. And they fought hard, and you can't feel bad about Duchesne either, as they have been fantastic all season long, and they end up taking 4th place in the classification. So a lot of fun, and congratulations to the Patriots of American Heritage.
Ezra, why he wanted to charge the floor, but unfortunate injuries are a hard part of this game, right?
Yep, but he is up with his friends as he's been supported by a couple people. And they're supporting him, and they bring him to the huddle. And, again, we want to wish him the very best, Azra Waihi. And, great job. Let's take a look at our individual scoring real quick, and then we'll break and get ready for a championship game between Beaver and Kanab. So, first of all, for the Duchesne Eagles, Duchesne finishes with Cade Gines, who, had a personal tragedy from what we understand. We want to wish him the very best, and all those back in Duchesne with their tragedy, and our hearts go out to you. Things there are things more important than basketball. 21 points for Cade Gines, just an awesome game. 14 points for Parker Crum, 11 points for Jep Young, 6 points apiece for Hunter Gardner and Dallin Porter, and 4 points for Coulter Giles. And again, apologies to Coulter Giles and their family for I blew his name half the game. I called him Gines and Davis. And so my apologies.
Boy,
for
hit
that.
some big shots, too. So.
Yeah, no, did a great job. On the third place American Heritage Patriots team, we're going to take a look at 32 points for Ricky Patterson. Sensational. He had 14 in the first, 18 in the second, and overtime. He was 10 for 10 from the free throw line as American Heritage goes a solid, 6 for 6, 8 for 8, 14 out of 14 from the free throw line. That's amazing. 15 points for Weston Larson, 5 points for Nephi Winnetana, 6 apiece for Azra Waihe before the injury, and also for Stephen LePray off the bench. Oliver Buer chips in 4, all in the fourth quarter and second quarter. So the American Heritage Patriots take third place, and we've got championship games coming up on TeamHive.live, KSLSports.com, all powered by Centricom. Stick around. 2 great games. Beaver Kanab coming up next, followed by Kanab and Parowan. It's an all-region 19 final in the boys and girls classifications, and we've got all for you coming up next, and we'll see you in a minute.
When you think of a company that's vested in its community, that takes pride in the success of local events, and that cheers on the youth and athletes of local schools, we hope you think of Moon Lake Electric. As a member-owned cooperative, we've been committed to our members since 1938 and hold true to the same mission of offering safe, reliable, and affordable electricity to our neighbors, friends, and family. Being honest community and employee-minded individuals is just how we do business. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
Kings Peak is the tallest mountain in Utah, standing at 13,528 feet. It's located right here in Duchesne County. We at Kings Peak Credit Union want to help you reach your highest financial point. We have been proudly serving our community since 1955 by providing quality services, loans, and tools to build a dependable future. Our dedication to Duchesne County and the surrounding areas lets us lift our members and the residents here to new heights. Kings Peak Credit Union is here to help with your next financial adventure.
When Uinta Basin Healthcare was built from humble beginnings in 1944, healthcare looked very different than it does today. Patients in rural areas often had to travel long distances for critical care. Uinta Basin Healthcare invested in new technologies and equipment, like ambulances, to better access medical services in the community. With the opening of the new Vernal ER, Uinta Basin Healthcare continues